ESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
I believe, as much as you want to see him play, the Browns are letting us know he wasn't ready.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. It is your boy Theo Dorsey. It is a Motion Monday, August 25th, and here we are. Here we are in what I can finally call, as I sit behind this microphone, football season. It is among us. We are in the thick of it now. The NFL doesn't kick off until September 4th, 10 days out. Cowboys, Eagles. That's also going to be the day we get the Micah Parsons contract announced. I've been telling you all that for quite some time. But we have college football results from over the weekend. Sorry to my to mini Manhattan and Kansas State for catching the L in Dublin. But there'll be better days. There'll be better days ahead. That's week 0. Week 0 doesn't count. Ask Florida State from last year. That did nothing to derail the rest of their season. They did that for themselves afterwards. But then also we got college football week 1 this weekend. We have Ohio State and Texas. We have Miami and Notre Dame right down the road. We have the Orange Blossom Classic on Saturday at Hard Rock Stadium, which I will be in attendance for, 4 o'clock kickoff with FAMU and Howard. We got a lot of exciting stuff here. It's college football season's here. We got contract negotiations settling in the NFC East, not Micah Parsons, and we got a lot of fun. Seacats on the other side of the glass on the ones and twos on this Motion Monday. And was your weekend just full of golf, or did you take time to actually tap in on week 0 of college football?
You know, I watched a little bit of the football, got interrupted by making my film debut, shooting a movie, if you haven't heard, Dean Thomas's his child. So I was shooting for about 5 hours on Saturday, so I only caught the first 3 quarters of Iowa State, Kansas State. But I got the gist of it, watch the rest on my phone.
Yeah. I mean, what all you need to know? I did see that, Kansas State lost. Iowa State wins at 24-21. I did see that Avery Johnson, quarterback for Kansas State. Did you see what happened with his fam?
Yeah,
his fam out there in Dublin?
Dad and his brother got into a brawl in the concourse in the middle of Ireland, like after the game.
Whew.
That's tough.
That is rough.
Airing out family business is the worst.
Yeah.
It's arguably worse than airing out like your relationship business because that happens more frequently.
Right, it's understandable.
But when you've got uncles, aunts, cousins, brothers, father, and
your
brother, that's awful. I mean, now he's got the taste of what Patrick Mahomes feels like.
I was about to say, I mean, clearly, and also didn't know Avery Johnson was a brother. Didn't really realize that until Avery Johnson. I saw his father and his brother.
Well, you know he had a brother until you saw that his.
No. I didn't know Avery Johnson. Yeah, like I didn't know he was a brother.
Okay, I'm a brother.
Okay, no.
Like I have 2 sisters. One's older, one's younger. I have a half brother. He's younger than me.
Right.
So Like, I'm a brother.
Okay.
You're a brother.
I am a brother.
We saw your brother during the entire summer. He was an intern.
Right, exactly. You're right. So I am. Yeah, but I didn't know Avery Johnson was a brother.
Okay, yeah.
He's black.
Oh.
Avery Johnson, his dad is black. His brother, I didn't know. I saw the locks hanging out from his helmet.
So when
he's fairer skinned, he's got a little mobility to him. He's a brother.
So when I've done this. I've known you for many years now. So when I come up to you and go, a brother's like me and you, like that hasn't struck you odd yet?
It always does. But you know what? I'm just like, you know what? Clearly this is going over your head. We are both brothers.
You sure are.
We are both brothers in that sense where we have siblings. But Avery Johnson, his dad and his brother, unmistakably brothers.
So can I use the phrase brother from another mother to you? Is that racially on one side or the other?
No, yeah, you actually can. I've seen that cross ethnicities.
I can say brother from another mother.
You can.
Like different race people can call each other brothers because they're so close.
That's my brother, man. Brother from another mother. But if you just say like, oh, I didn't realize he was a brother. I didn't realize Avery Johnson, quarterback for Kansas State. I thought he was a white dude, and
it really sucks that you found out because of a brawl between us.
I was so confused. Imagine me. I'm watching the video. So somebody tweets it out, right? And we're talking about K-State, Iowa State. They of course, Kansas State loses. Nobody really cares about the outcome. But apparently, allegedly, there's a video online that was tweeted of two guys fighting, father and son, because you can hear somebody in the fight saying, "Get off, that's your dad. Get off of him, that is your dad." So they're scrapping it out in the streets, real brawl too. Like these are real punches. Like one of them's on the ground, haymakers to the head. Like they were bludgeoning each other. And somebody tweeted and said Avery Johnson's dad and brother fighting after the game, and I was like, well, where are they at? Because the two dudes I see fighting right now, that's not who I would have assumed was Avery Johnson's dad and brother, but there they were. So
damn, that was like one of those videos that you see from like Disney World. When you see scuffles from people that are mad at each other because they're stuck in line for Dumbo, I feel like you oftentimes see fights there.
Yeah, but it looked like a club fight, like a club. Like it reminded me of fights I used to see in college when like a football player, because it became like a bit of a scrum, like when a football player would get into it with somebody who's not on the football team, and then a lot more people get involved. Except for they were the only two throwing punches, but it was such a huddle of people trying to get them off of each other. It was bad.
And so that was the number one takeaway from Farmageddon, live from Dublin, Ireland.
Hell yeah. How could you walk away with anything else? Like, if it was like the backup left tackle's father and brother fighting, it's like, okay. If it was the running backs, it's like, all right. It was the quarterback, and Avery Johnson's like a notable quarterback in college football. Like, he's not a no-name guy. Like, this is the dude who is one of the better quarterbacks in the Big 12. And not only did he take a L to Kansas State, by the way, Avery Johnson was good in the game. 21 for 30, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 273 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was solid.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting how they don't know how to paint the lines in a football field. That was pretty embarrassing from the country of Ireland.
Well, they didn't even know which Kansas. They put the Kansas state flag up.
The state flag of Kansas?
The state flag of Kansas up in place of Kansas State, like, the actual team, the Wildcats, instead of their flag. So there's a lot of things they got to hem up in Ireland. Maybe we just keep college football in America going forward.
Yeah, they also questioned, like they did the man on the street interviews where someone goes out there with the mini microphone and asks them football questions. They did not know how many points were in a touchdown.
Yeah.
They did not know very important things to know about the sport of football. So it was kind of, you're exactly right. This game meant so much more to the people in the state of Iowa, in the state of Kansas, in the country of the United States of America, than it did for these people.
And it's a rivalry game. So it's just curious as to why we brought a rivalry game overseas.
I'm pretty sure this just substitute of a Kansas State home game.
Right.
They just don't get that home game. Next year, they're going to be in Iowa State. I'd be a little bit salty about that.
It's called the Aer Lingus College Football Classic. Aer Lingus. I don't even know what that means.
That's an airline. Which I didn't either. It just sounds very funny.
Right.
It kind of sounds like a elementary school insult.
Right.
Aer Lingus. Or just the nerdiest dude in the world who like collects bugs.
That is the descriptor you get for that?
Yes. He has jars in his bedroom of a bunch of different spiders. Aer Lingus.
Aer Lingus. Well, the Aer Lingus ended in Avery Johnson's dad and brother apparently getting into a little fisticuffs, and I'm not sure if that family will ever be the same. Thanksgiving's going to get real weird. Hopefully K-State's doing better by then.
And also, like, the purpose of football games overseas for the American audience is to broadcast those games in time windows that we wouldn't do it in the States.
Right.
Because of, like, the London games and the games that are in Germany. And also, those are 9 a.m. Eastern time kickoffs, which works perfectly because nothing else is going on. The game's kicked off at noon. We could have just had that game here and had it at noon.
We could have just had the game here. It doesn't make any sense. If anybody, 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. If anybody has any reason as to why we're kicking off a college football game between two teams that don't even have a national following, let alone a global following, in Dublin, Ireland, because at least last year it was Florida State, and you can argue that's a brand that is big that might drive a little bit of numbers, or people might care. I don't understand K-State, Iowa State, a rivalry game being kicked off in Dublin, and maybe that was the argument that Avery Johnson's brother and dad got into. Like, why are we even here?
But also, I don't know if the home game last year that was taken away from Georgia Tech or Florida State. I guess if we just look at their schedule this year, we'll find out.
Why don't we send Notre Dame over there?
Yeah.
Why don't we send Notre Dame over there?
Well, because Notre Dame is smart people, and they do not want a home game taken away.
Yeah.
Because you make a whole lot more money by getting everyone to come to your town and spend money at your campus and your downtown. The economic growth it's insurmountable if you take that away. Because Georgia State would love to have the Seminole fans come.
Yes.
Top 10 ranked Florida State come to town, make a whole lot of money, big game atmosphere. We remember good things happen for Georgia Tech when Florida State comes to town. I remember when they were still fighting for a playoff berth and their game-winning kick was blocked and returned for a touchdown in the tie game. That happened at Georgia Tech.
Crazy game.
And then likewise for Florida State, when you're a top 10 team hosting a conference opponent, you're going to draw a pretty big crowd. Why would you want that game taken away from either home crowd?
I'm so mad, too. I was supposed to be at that game. I was supposed to cover that game, the Georgia Tech, the kick.
2013, I think, 2014?
No. It was like 2016 almost.
Okay.
2015, 2016 around there because I was working in South Georgia at the time. It was, Georgia Tech, Florida State. And I was the number 2 guy in the sports department at the TV station. Number 1 guy was this guy, Jake Wallace, great sportscaster, taught me a lot about the game early on. But since he was the number 1 guy, he set precedence over who gets to pick which games to go to. And he decided he would be the one with the camera on that play. And he got a great angle of it, so maybe he made the right decision. But I was hoping I could be the one there.
So the blocked kick, return for a touchdown, did it come to his camera?
Yes.
Oh, so
it came right towards him.
You initially thought you had the worst angle.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And
that's
it just
the thing
fell
about
into your lap that you had a guy scoring in the end zone.
That is the thing about football and setups. When you're shooting college football, you're much more limited in where you can stand. So you naturally you just kind of have to let it come to you. There's so many more cameras on the sideline, whereas in high school football and even sometimes, in pro football, you're really limited. Sometimes they don't even let you shoot it. But he got the highlight coming right at him. We had one of the best shots of it. Shout out Jake Wallace, but also a little mad at you because that could have been me. Yeah, it could have been me.
It's probably a top 25 moment in college football side of the year 2000.
Yeah, right. You want any more? You want to rub it in even more?
Okay. A top 5 moment in sports was, I don't know, the 2019 Masters, and you didn't get to go to that either because you left that job just a little bit too early.
I left it a month early.
You could have seen Tiger Woods mount the biggest comeback in the history of professional sports.
Right, yeah. I was there for 2018 when Tiger made his triumphant return to the Masters, though. What about that?
Did he make the cut?
Yeah.
Tough.
What a career I've had. A lot of near misses.
So, is something not good going to happen? Because you're going to be at Miami Notre Dame on Sunday. So I'm assuming that game's going to be a stinker. Nothing memorable is going to happen because for something memorable that'll be stamped in history to happen, you just can't be there.
It never works out for me. We'll see. You know what? I'm turning the tide. Carson Beck's season. We're underway. Speaking of quarterbacks, though, we have to start today by discussing the SHEDEUR Sanders situation. The SHEDEUR situation out in Cleveland. Week 3 of the preseason finale, Browns versus Rams. If you are pro SHEDEUR, this was your worst nightmare. If you are anti-SHEDEUR, this was everything that you've been saying since the pre-draft process. I have always been objectively right down the middle. I want to see SHEDEUR play for the Browns purely for my own entertainment. I don't care if he succeeds. I don't care if he fails. I don't think anything else in that quarterback room matters when it comes to NFL interest or objective fan interest outside of the state of Cleveland, the state of Ohio, excuse me. So to me, I want to see SHEDEUR play, and I want to see him either go out there and succeed at a high level or go out there and give it a shot and maybe come up short. Either way, it's not going to affect my mood at all because I'm not a Colorado truther, a Sanders Coach Prime. Like I can't get on board with that.
We're kind of getting the same type of deal with that we got with Caitlin Clark and WNBA fans that aren't actually fans of sports but have been looped into this movement They don't know how sports work and how hard fouls work. It's kind of the same thing with SHEDEUR Sanders.
By the way, Paige Becker's better than Caitlin Clark. We'll get to that one day, though. We're football season right now. I'm not getting into that right now. But
oh, no.
Yeah, I said it.
Say it ain't so.
Said it before, say it again. Back to the situation at hand. So SHEDEUR in the first week of the preseason looked great. Was amazing against the Panthers. 14 for 23, had a couple touchdown passes, led 3 touchdown drives, 106.8 passer rating. That had me sitting here in front of the microphone and saying he needs to be starting week 1. He can lead the Browns to a win against the Bengals because they suck in the beginning of regular seasons. He sits out the Eagles game and misses some practice time. I believe it was an oblique injury kept him out.
Where on this doll is the oblique?
I always
hear
abs.
about that. It's your abs? Okay.
Yeah, this is your obliques right here.
Honestly, if you gave me 10 tries, I would have started from the toes and worked my way up. I have no idea what an oblique is.
It's the midsection.
All right.
Somewhere, like there's the abdominals and the obliques. They kind of work, I think, in cohesion with each other. And if I'm wrong, somebody correct me, 888-760-3776. SHEDEUR, oh, your obliques are on the sides, excuse me. So, obliques right here, abs. So, yeah, I was right.
It's like when I get a cramp if I'm running.
Yeah.
Is that my oblique that's cramping? You know that, that pain when you're running and then all of a sudden you got to hold your side?
Yeah, that's oblique.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to wow.
I'm saying this confidently too, by the way, and good people, maybe you can correct me. I could be incredibly wrong. 888-760-3776. If I'm wrong, call in. If you don't call in, I know I was right. And I'm a doctor. 888-760-3776. That's the Baptist Health Hotline. Back to SHEDEUR Sanders. 3 for 6 against the Rams, sacked 5 times, and he was pulled for the 2-minute drive in favor of Tyler Huntley. This, and some of those sacks Zeke had looked absolutely horrendous. Some people tried to blame it on the offensive line play. Clearly, sacks are a quarterback stat oftentimes, and clearly at least 4 of those 5 sacks were on Sanders himself. Here's the thing, though. As bad as Sanders looked, I believe the stuff that came out after the game from SHEDEUR's mouth and from Kevin Stefanski's mouth amplifies what I learned from SHEDEUR Sanders' preseason finale. This weekend told me everything I need to know about why so many NFL teams passed on drafting SHEDEUR in the draft. It was not a conspiracy. It was not getting back at Deion. It was not trying to humble a guy who seemed to be a bit boastful, a little bit beyond what his actual abilities were. NFL teams passed on SHEDEUR Sanders because of literally the 2 audios I'm about to play for you following what was objectively, if you're a SHEDEUR fan or a hater, objectively a terrible preseason outing. Let's start with head coach Kevin Stefanski of the Cleveland Browns. Everybody's been trying to say that this man is trying to sabotage SHEDEUR Sanders' career because for some odd reason, people are like real credible, quote unquote, people are pushing that narrative. That's not an issue to me because I do understand that people do things for headlines, right? CCAT, like that happens all the time in this industry. We do content. We're trying to, push narratives. You're reaching out to the crazy so they can back you and they'll love you and they'll comment nice things. Like people like engagement.
You got to differentiate yourself somehow. How are you going to spin a horrible outing from SHEDEUR Sanders? You just say, hey, it didn't look good tonight. We'll see him maybe in week 18. No, you got to have an angle.
Like, no, they're trying to sabotage him. So people with like former NFL players and everything, I'm not going to call out names because there's too many to even count, were saying that he was being sabotaged. I'm okay with that, whatever. It's idiotic, but fine. The issue is, and this is part of the reason why NFL teams passed on him, the noise got so loud that it actually permeated through to the press conference. And here is Kevin Stefanski, NFL head coach, having to actually answer, like with his own, like this is not fake. This is real. A head coach having to answer for whether or not he wants to see a player on his team do well. Take a listen.
Obviously, I don't concern myself with outside type of things. But I'm committed to his development, just like all of our rookies. So we'll continue to focus on getting our guys better. And that's what we'll stay committed to. And that's what's important to me.
Obviously, though, like the fact that your head coach has to answer these types of questions is the exact reason why a quarterback needy team or a team that might need a backup It's like, I'm not taking this dude even with a third-round pick when I could go get myself some depth on the defensive line when I know that he's going to come with all of these issues, all of the push from the crowd and the fans and former NFL players speaking out on his behalf despite the poor play that we're watching week in and week out during training camp, during mini camp. But also, he just honestly ain't that good. He's not good enough to justify those things. If he was Cam Ward level good, then teams would have pulled the trigger. When the juice ain't worth the squeeze, it makes sense to me why an NFL franchise, a competent one, would say, I'm fine. I'll let somebody else deal with that issue because I don't want my head coach having to answer questions like this when he should be answering questions about how he's going to get the offense ready for week 1 so that we can go out and try to win some football games. That is absolutely embarrassing.
And you know what? I'm going to get in Kevin Stefanski's corner here because you might think I don't concern myself with X, Y, and Z. But here's an answer to X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Because that is his job. Like, his job is to be a mouthpiece for the football program and answer those questions that the media is tossing up to him. And it's tough because if he gives the no comments, that's almost adding gasoline to the fire.
Oh, you can't defend yourself? He doesn't want to.
Like, what? You can't just say that you want to develop SHEDEUR Sanders? No, he doesn't. He should not have to say that it's in his best interest for SHEDEUR Sanders to be better tomorrow than he is today, better in 1 month than he was the month before. Like, all this is unspoken and understood in football in general. But when it happens to be about a certain quarterback, every so often that has a lot of a media storm around him, you are forced to say those obvious things.
You have to say it. You have to. And here's the problem.
You have to because you drafted him.
Because you drafted him, and because you also at the same time are trying to coach an NFL team. You're trying to keep a locker room together, and you're trying to keep confidence within these guys while also trying to motivate them. Like, Stefanski is in a very difficult position right now. And it's not because his quarterback room is absolutely horrendous. It's because they lack talent, but then they also have a heavy amount of scrutiny over them. And people are forcing themselves into boxes to make excuses for SHEDEUR or against him. And to me, it's like Clips just came out with this album. Clips, Pusha T and Malice came out with this album. Classic rap duo making a return to the big stage. Pusha T's the guy that beat Drake a couple of years ago. I know Kendrick's the latest to do it. Pusha T got him about 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know if you remember that beef or not, CCAT, but that's just some context between who Push is. Clips comes back out with a great, and the album title, Let God Sort Him Out. And that is the way in which I am handling this whole SHEDEUR Sanders Brown situation going forward. I'm letting, it's not on me. It is not, I don't have to decide whether or not the dude plays. I want to see him out there playing football because I don't care about Joe Flacco's career, Dylan Gabriel's career, nor do I care at all about what happens with Kenny Pickett. I want to see SHEDEUR play football. But I'm also not going to vouch for him in some kind of way that makes me look silly, putting myself into a pretzel trying to excuse the decision-making that he has on the field when it's obviously bad. But I'm not going to, when he does bad, I'm not going to be like the Colorado faithful and make every excuse in the book for him. He needs to be accountable for the poor plays in which he has. His last 2 college football seasons, CCAT, he took 52 sacks and then 42 sacks. He took almost 94 sacks in 2 seasons. 94 sacks in 2 seasons. Sacks are a quarterback stat at the end of the day. He's holding the ball too long. He's running around trying to make hero plays. The number one issue with Caleb Williams last year was not getting the ball out on time. Yes, you're a great athlete. Yes, you have a great arm, and you can make incredible throws. If you don't get the ball out quick enough in the NFL, you're going to look bad. You're going to lose games. Sacks are negative plays. They destroy drives. SHEDEUR Sanders took 5 sacks in less than 15 dropbacks. That's bad. That's it. It is immeasurable how can you got sacked 5 times and only dropped back like 10 or 11 times. Getting sacked every other play. How am I going to start you in an NFL game when that's the kind of decision making you have?
Yet for the audience who weren't able to watch SHEDEUR play football over the weekend, is it like how Carson Wentz, I know he's in the news today for other reasons, but in his...
say the reasons. He got signed. You made it sound...
Oh,
Made
yeah.
it sound like it was bad, like he had some
That's a
kind of
good
Watson
point.
stuff going on. I'm like, wait, look, Carson Wentz is fine. He's on the Rams or the Vikings? The Vikings.
Which is very notable. It's not just a throwaway signing.
It is.
If
You
you
get
want
fixed
to talk
over
about
there.
what we talked about last week. But yes, Carson Wentz got signed to the Vikings today. But what comes to mind as a guy who takes sacks he doesn't need to, that's who comes to mind, is Carson Wentz after his MVP level year with the Eagles, where he never quits on a play in a negative connotation.
Yes. And also the problem is he was less athletic after he tore his ACL. What is the common theme with these quarterbacks that take too many sacks and hold the ball too long? They believe they are more elusive and more evasive than they actually are. Caleb Williams, Joe Burrow. People don't like to admit that, takes too many sacks. Has done it his whole career. Did it in this preseason as well. SHEDEUR and Joe Burrow took the same kind of sacks this preseason. One of them is your MVP favorite for some people, and the other one is the fourth-string quarterback for the Browns. Take that for what it's worth. Caleb Williams does it. Who's another guy recently Russell Wilson takes too many sacks.
Yeah.
Justin Fields finds himself in that situation because he can be a hero, and sometimes he does too much. So not going to get into the minutia of all of that. But the sacks are negative plays. They're drive killers, and that is part of the reason why Stefanski does not want to throw him out there. Part two of all of this, Stefanski makes the decision to pull SHEDEUR Sanders for the 2-minute drive and let Tyler Huntley come in and do that. People are saying that he didn't give SHEDEUR an opportunity. People are saying he didn't give him a chance. SHEDEUR was pouting on the bench when he got pulled, and Tyler Huntley came in to save the day. What I'll tell you is, based on what I saw of the other snaps that SHEDEUR took, Stefanski probably saved SHEDEUR from himself right there. You think he's sabotaging SHEDEUR. He probably gave him a little bit of salvation from the actions that he was putting out there on the field, because the stuff he was doing couldn't have been the stuff they were coaching him to do. And if he does that in a 2-minute drill, he could have really got undressed. We could have had a pick six on top of the other issues that he had. But then my biggest issue with all of this, and the reason why I say I get it now, why teams passed on SHEDEUR Sanders, why he went from a quote-unquote first-round prospect to being drafted 144th overall in the 5th round, is the way in which he answered questions in the locker room following that failed preseason game. Take a listen to this. SHEDEUR Sanders, once again, my biggest issue with quarterbacks is when you don't lean in on taking accountability. Here's SHEDEUR following his performance.
That's what you asked for. That's what you asked for within the game. If I could go back and do anything, it's always everything in life if you had that chance, but we don't have the luxury to travel back in time. As a kid, I want to go back and do things differently. So overall, of course, you wish you can, but in the battle of the moment, in the heat of the battle, you want to be that alpha, you want to be that dog, you want to be out there in that final 2-minute drive. So, of course, small things, of course, frustrate, but that's what happens, when you want a player to be able to change a franchise.
What was that at the end? Can we go back to just the last part? Because if I was okay with it for a while, now, all right, he's dancing around, he's saying he has no regrets. That's cute. People always say that. But what at the end? What was that at the end? Can we just play back the last 10 seconds of SHEDEUR's answer there?
So, of course, small things, of course, frustrate, but that's what happens, when you want a player to be able to change a franchise.
What are we talking about? You're trying to change a franchise. We're just trying to get you to throw the ball before 3 seconds elapses. I get it. Have a goal in mind. Be goal-oriented. Think highly of yourself. Be confident. Be aiming towards something. You should want to be a franchise changer for the Browns, but we should not hear that in the locker room following what you displayed on the field. Like, that is the end goal. That is a big picture goal. Your goal today should be, how do I avoid taking sacks that lose my team 26 yards? How do I avoid holding onto the ball for 7 seconds, scrambling around when I'm not that athletic and I'm going to inevitably get caught by the defensive end? It's the little things, and it's the lack of, how do you not understand that is a ridiculous thing to say in that moment? You can't change a franchise as a 4th-string quarterback.
So if SHEDEUR Sanders was a chef and they were doing a walkthrough, maybe a soft opening of the restaurants, and he has the big plate or a big pot of spaghetti,
yeah,
and he's walking over to the other room, and then he pours over the floor on accident. And they're like, damn. Well, that's the type of stuff that's going to happen when you want a chef that's going to have a 5-star restaurant and it's going to be a Michelin-rated place.
Yeah.
That's the things that are going to happen.
Those are things that happen.
Sometimes you spill food all over the floor. Like, it was a dress rehearsal. Yeah, I mean, it was just a preseason game. No harm, no foul, really. But in the opinions of everyone around you, Shedeur, that's not the type of stuff that we want out of our franchise-hitting player, and we're not asking you to change our franchise. We drafted you with a 5th-round pick.
Yeah, we actually just want you to develop and become better at making the kind of decisions that will actually help the team win. That's not a lot to ask. And it's funny because in the first preseason game, I'm like, all right, I see it. This looks good. More of this. Do this more. This is Shedeur Sanders at his best. And then in the third preseason game, I wonder if part of it is him trying to push to make, like, he's like, I need to make up ground here. I want to be starting. I need to make plays here instead of just going within the flow of the offense and just getting rid of the ball or stepping up in the pocket and not drifting back and giving people more like rush angles on them. And again, this ain't even me. I can't tell the dude how to play quarterback. Kevin Stefanski is well versed in it. You know what I'm saying? Dan Orlovsky, who talked about him on ESPN, but by the way, I a lot of times I can't agree with the things he's talking about. He's more well versed on it. Ryan Clark, who admitted this morning on First Take, I am rooting for Shedeur Sanders to do well. I am invested in him being a good quarterback. I want him to do well. But that wasn't good. People are starting to run out of excuses for Shedeur, but the good thing is he ain't running out of time. Plenty of time for him to develop, but I've cooled the Jets on saying I want to see him start week 1.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm done with that.
Yeah.
For his own good. I still want to see him start week 1. I want to see him play football.
But it wouldn't be in his best interest.
It would not. Even against that Bengals defense. I hope for his own betterment, for his own sake, that Shedeur Sanders does not play for quite some time, and he learns how to get those kind of wrinkles out of his game because he was not near the level of prospect Caleb Williams was, but he has all of the issues and more that Caleb Williams had that derailed his rookie season. Imagine trying to do that with lesser weapons around you, a lesser offensive line, and lesser abilities in general. The Browns are saving Shedeur from himself. And I learned that through week 1, and I also learned why all those teams passed on him. It ain't worth it. It absolutely ain't worth it. 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. That's the number to call into the show. That is the Baptist Health Hotline. 888-760-3776. Pull up. Tell me what you learned from Shedeur Sanders' preseason finale. 3 for 6, 5 sacks, pulled for Tyler Huntley for that 2-minute drill, and he clearly did not like it. 888-760-3776. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline.
Well, you want to get Tyler Huntley ready for the season. I'm excited for Tyler Huntley in a Browns uniform come 2025.
Well, he might have a Browns jersey on. He might be able to afford to buy a Browns jersey and watch it as he watches the Browns alongside us, but he will not be playing football for the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, he got cut?
He got cut.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So this is building for nothing, man.
I'm telling you, that's why I think they did it. People are like, oh, they did it because they didn't want to see Shedeur shine. And no. They did it because they saw what Shedeur was doing, and they were like, get him the hell out of there before he makes a fool out of himself. It was bad. The Baptist Health Hotline, 888-760-3776. Hit us up. Let us know what you learned from Shedeur Sanders' preseason finale, especially if you're in the cult and you want to defend him at every turn. I'd like to hear what excuses you have today. 888-760-3776, the Baptist Health Hotline. Welcome to pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. From sports injuries to everyday aches, our expert team delivers the same advanced care trusted by the pros. Get back to the life and the activities you love. Learn more at baptisthealth.net/ortho. 888-760-3776. Hit us up on that Baptist Health Hotline. On the other side, we get to a get around. We got some comments in the YouTube chat at ESPN West Palm. If you're streaming us on YouTube, A-Troll Campbell says, shout out Shedeur. Flex sign with some popcorn emojis. Cool and Breezy says, take your little skinny tail out there and let's see you play.
All right, I think I'm going to start using that argument. Anyone that criticizes anything a football player does, let's see you do that.
You go out there. If you want me to take 5 sacks, I can do it. I might not survive it. One thing I will give Shedeur Sanders credit for, and this is what we've always said, he's got a lot of moxie. He's got a lot of bounce back. He is very durable. He pops back up. Like, he takes hits and big hits, and he survives all of them. I don't think he had any injuries or sat out any games for injury through college, and he almost set a record for how many sacks he's taken. So to be honest with you, cool and breezy, I couldn't take my little skinny tail out there and do what Shedeur did because he gets hit too much. If I was out there, I'd be throwing that thing away like Tua and Aaron Rodgers. I'd be, boom, get it out your hands. And it might end up with the same kind of results. I don't know. Baptist Health Hotline will take your calls on the other side, 888-760-3776. It's Theoretically Speaking on Emotion Monday on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
What's the Anajar and Levine difference? If you're the victim of a car crash, you will always speak to a lawyer. You'll always get the highest standard of care from our dedicated legal team, and we'll always fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Don't wait. Call 1-800-747-FREE. In office, West Palm Beach.
Kaiser University's flagship campus. The 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees. Kaiser University also has an athletic program with 26 national championships, including back-to-back-to-back lacrosse titles, and they just won their first ever national championship for men's tennis. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest on the championship flagship campus of Kaiser University.
It's Theo Dorsey, and I'm feeling hot, hot, hot. Temperatures are up, but your water shouldn't be full of mystery floaties. Culligan's got your back with water testing and reverse osmosis systems to keep things clean, cool, and crisp this summer. And get this, you can try it for just $10 a month. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and stop drinking who knows what. Visit Culligan.com today to schedule your free water test.
Hey, Culligan man!
ESPN 106.3 is your home for live sports presented by Hard Rock Bet, home of Inter Miami, Miami Heat, and the Miami Dolphins. Catch all the action and the biggest matchups throughout the week right here on ESPN 106.3. Hard Rock Bet, it's Florida's official sports book. Try Hard Rock Bet now and receive up to $100 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida, must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. Wager terms and conditions apply. Considered by gambling. Call 1-888-ADMITTED.
Elevate your drive with the new 2026 Range Rover Velar P250S, where sleek design meets powerful performance. Lease it today for just $749 a month for 36 months, with $6,995 due at signing. This is your chance to command the road in signature Range Rover style. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and make sophistication yours. Land Rover, above and beyond.
Racetrack is proud to support our local high school football teams. Whether it's Friday night lights or tailgate parties, Racetrack has whatever gets you going to fuel all the gridiron excitement this fall. Grab your favorite snacks, crispy chips, delicious Nathan's hot dogs, sweet treats, or our house-made pizza slices. Don't forget to quench your thirst with a variety of ice-cold drinks. Racetrack, your one-stop shop to fuel your football Fridays.
Oh, no.
Ah. That's the sound of someone who's misplaced
my debit card.
Their debit card.
Where'd I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. Member FDIC.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Trans World Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
The season is kicking off. Keep your home in the win column with EDS Air Conditioning. Right now, qualified customers can score 0% interest for 60 months on a brand new AC. Hot streaks belong on the field, not in your living room. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8-star rating, EDS is trusted as the MVP, and it has been since 2006. Visit EDSIsyes.com today. Kick off your game day comfort and don't sweat the small stuff.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is Theoretically Speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
It is a Motion Monday. A Motion Monday here on ESPN 106.3 and on Theoretically Speaking. It is your boy Theo Dorsey. C-Cats on the other side of the glass on the ones and twos. College football season officially underway. Our big games of week one kick off this weekend. We're gonna have a get around here, but first I just want to go through the actual headlining games of this weekend because there's the big three, and there's a couple other that have interest. Really, a big four. So on ABC Saturday night, number 9 LSU at number 4 Clemson, and I believe it was LSU. Was it Brian Kelly that called Clemson Stadium Death Valley Jr.? Or something like that. It was pretty clever. It's a battle of Death Valley here between Clemson and LSU. They both can't have that name.
Oh, and they both have the same team mascot.
Tigers. Huh.
Yeah.
Why Death Valley? I got to look up. I remember there was a story, and of course, it is a biblical. I think it's a biblical reference, talking of the Valley of the Death. But I don't know why both of them get to claim Death Valley. I'm not sure. Maybe we settle it out this year, and the winner of this game gets to claim it Death Valley, and then the other team can be Death Valley Jr.
I'm with you. We have too many college teams that go by Tigers, and we have too many college teams that primary color is the color red. That's the one thing that I will never lower the flag on.
Well, I mean, colors are different.
No, it's not. Where's purple? Hell, where's more
James
green?
Madison.
We need more green in college sports.
Miami.
When you think Miami, you think more of the orange than the green?
A little bit of both.
Where are those full green uniforms for Miami? I'm still waiting for those.
We have some. We do have.
They do wear them?
Yeah. They don't wear them a lot. I mean, they wear them enough.
Okay.
There's full green uniforms.
No, we need more
USF.
green. Yeah, not a lot.
Not a lot. Not
You
enough.
got the Sooners, you got
USF.
Bama, you got Ole Miss, you've got more Ohio State.
Speaking of Ohio State, they got Texas this weekend in Columbus at the Big House. Oh, no. I always do that. Horseshoe.
Yeah, why do you do that?
I don't know, because I'm not a Big Ten guy enough, and I know one's the Horseshoes, one's the Big House, and I just swing for the fences every time. I don't even think about it.
You're 0 for 25.
Yeah, I generally get it wrong, and part of it might be because I just don't care enough about Ohio State or Michigan. Both of them can rot in hell.
Okay.
Yeah. Ohio State, Texas, though, this weekend, a noon kickoff on Fox. Number 1, Texas. Number 3, Ohio State. That's supposed to be the headliner. But CCAT, you admitted to me, and I'm now going to force you to admit it to the world, that you are actually going to be most locked in on and most excited for Sunday night, ABC, 7:30 kickoff, number 6 Notre Dame at number 10 Miami at Hard Rock Stadium.
Yeah, and for the audience, I'm not a Miami fan.
Right.
I almost root for the opposite for Miami. I thought it was very entertaining how they missed the playoff last year with the calamitous end.
Yeah, screw you.
But if I could only watch one football game this weekend, it would be Notre Dame Miami over Texas Ohio State.
Me too. 888-760-3776. Join the Baptist Health Hotline. Let us know, good people, what you would choose. If you can only pick one college football game this weekend, who would you lock in on? And I'd be remiss if I did not mention that Florida State gets the pleasure of getting beat up on by Alabama in their home stadium. That's going to be a 3:30 kickoff on ABC on Saturday as the Tide roll to the Doak. 888-760-3776. The Baptist Health Hotline, let us know what team or what game you would actually lock in on if you could only pick one. But the good thing about the Safebound Get Around is we go everywhere.
The Safebound Get Around is brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, South Florida's most trusted moving company. You're safe with Safebound.
Safebound Get Around, we hit the hottest topics, the hottest headlines in sports all across the globe, one by one, so you don't have to Google, ChatGPT, or Bing anything. You just come to Theoretically Speaking. Where are we going first?
Next stop. Bing kind of got just mowed down by Google.
What happened?
It's almost like the Subway versus Quiznos situation that we had in the mid-2000s where there was a decided winner in that one.
That was a bludgeoning. Quiznos is done, huh?
What?
Quiznos.
Yeah,
Same
like
thing.
how you pronounce the word quiz and then nose. There's
Quiznos.
no one's ever said, ooh, pop quiz. Quiznos.
Okay. Well, nobody's ever gone to Quiznos. When's the last time you've actually had a sandwich at Quiznos? I don't think I've ever.
Close them all down.
I don't think I ever even enjoyed a Quiznos sandwich.
They were really good on the hot sandwiches. They forced Subway to evolve and offer toasted subs.
Thank God. That right there is good disruptive innovation.
Exactly.
We love competition. We love capitalism here.
Next stop. Washington, D.C.
The capital.
The District of Columbia.
Got a lot going on these days.
Yeah, I still don't actually understand the difference between Maryland and Virginia and D.C. Like, you're telling me that if you live from within those fines of that district that you're not in either state, that's still lost on me. But big news with their football team.
No man's land.
The Washington Commanders and wide receiver Terry McLaurin have agreed to a 3-year extension worth up to $96 million. $30 million is a signing bonus for McLaurin, so the hold-in has come to a close for Jaden Daniels' number one target.
It was clearly going to happen. It was obvious it was going to come to an agreement. They were not going to trade Terry McLaurin, as they believe they are contending in the NFC. I'm happy for him, happy for Jaden Daniels. I don't think it should have taken this long to come to that number. I'm also curious what side feels like they made more of a concession, because $30 million guaranteed to me sounds like a deal that they can get off of next year. I want to see the actual details of the contract, because that just 30 guaranteed, or is it $30 million signing bonus or 30 guaranteed?
30 million signing bonus.
Okay. I want to know what the actual guarantees is, because he's 29 years old. They didn't want to commit long term to a wide receiver at that age because he could break down. He could end up getting worse. But he's essential to what the Commanders have to do this year. It was an obvious one to get done. Let's see what happens in Cincinnati. Let's see what happens in Dallas. That's the next question.
It really does seem like a bargain for the price that these wide receivers are going towards, does it not?
Yeah.
Didn't T. Higgins get more money?
Technically, it's weird. So T. Higgins got funny money, man. Like, the reporting of the contracts is always different from what we get when we actually see the deal. So I think Terry McLaurin probably is going to end up netting more than T. Higgins, because the reported number for T. Higgins ended up being way less than what actually happened when we got the contract. It was a lot of weird, funny money stuff in there.
So it's like when you take out cash for buying a used car and you have it all cash because you're buying it off somebody on Facebook, and you fan it over your face like you make a whole lot of money even though it's all disappearing right now.
Yeah.
So T. Higgins got the contract that you can flex and show
it
everybody.
Off. Yeah, like, oh, look at that. Look at the big deal I got.
The Ian Rappaport tweet just hits like crack. It just
makes it feel good.
When in reality, those direct deposits to your bank accounts are not as substantial or even more substantial than some flexible, but not in the flexible way. Yeah. Less capability to flex than others.
Yeah. What would that be called? Lack of flexibility.
Right, but flexibility is a different word.
I know. Wow.
Boastability. How about that? Boastability.
How about that? And how about the fact that Oscar in the YouTube chat says Quiznos was destroyed from within?
Whoa.
So
does he have something we don't know?
I think it was an inside job, apparently.
There's a Netflix doc coming down the wire about what happens to Quiznos.
Right after the Biggest Loser one. It's going to be coming out right after that.
Next stop. Let's go to Ann Arbor, Michigan.
The big house. See?
I do.
Yeah.
Bryce Underwood has been named starting quarterback for Sharon Moore's team. He's a 5-star freshman in 2025.
I didn't even know that was up to. I thought.
You didn't think that you thought it was like already a foregone conclusion?
That was the one quarterback battle I did not know was happening in football. I was like, oh, then okay. Like, and the Chiefs named Patrick Mahomes their starter. Like, they paid to do like $18 million or something like that.
That's
as
a good
true
point.
freshman to walk in there. You think they're going to sit him for a year?
That's a really good point. I think the evolution of college sports and when you actually are paying a guy or allocating NIL funds to a guy, you're not doing that for him to sit on the shelf and age like fine wine. You're going to expect on-field production now, and not just good production, any production. You're not going to sit behind the older guy just because he knows the program, the playbook a lot more.
You're going to get out there and you're going to hold on the field goal team then. So you're doing something. You are not red shirt who? For $3 million a year? Yeah, you ain't just holding the clipboard. Yeah, I like that Bryce is playing, though. Freshman on Ohio State and Michigan, same year. It's fun.
Next stop.
It does make that game a whole lot more interesting towards the end of the year, and we'll see if they're both going to be very, very good. Let's talk to a name where we mentioned earlier in the show. We are in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Twin Cities, baby.
Because the Minnesota Vikings are signing quarterback, a ghost of quarterbacks past, Carson Wentz, after they just traded away backup signal caller Sam Howell to the Eagles. That feels like an upgrade, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And why would you want to upgrade your backup quarterback if you are 100% confident in your starting quarterback, J.J. McCarthy?
Because you want a guy that can come in case of injury that can be a formidable backup and a good veteran in your locker room. I'm not mad at this move. You think that this is more Vikings being having buyer's remorse on JJ?
Yeah, because Carson Wentz kind of feels like Sam Darnold of last year.
Yeah. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
Carson Wentz hasn't played well. All right, let's look at his career. 2016 to 2020 with the Eagles. The Colts, 2021. That was bad. And then he goes to the Commanders. Well, I believe it was him and Sam Howell on that team at the same time. I believe they were there together in 2022, and they were kind of trading hands. And I think Wentz might have got the best of him before an injury or something. And then we go Rams in 23 as a backup, so he learns from McVay. He learns behind Patrick Mahomes with the Kansas City Chiefs for a year, and now he's going to go with the KOC. He's like, teach me up, KOC. Carson Wentz is collecting infinity stones on places for, let's just call it like quarterback refurbishment. He's going everywhere.
And how does that not sound like Sam Darnold, where his tail end of his career with the Jets went horribly, so he went somewhere else. Tail end of Carson Wentz's career with the Eagles went horrible, so he went somewhere else. He, along the journeyman stops, was a quarterback factory.
Yeah.
And now we're going to see some results with the Vikings like we saw with Sam Darnold.
He's not. He won't. It's not happening. I appreciate your vigor.
Carson Wentz is going to be the starting quarterback of the Vikings by week 8.
I'll take you up on that.
J.J. McCarthy's going to stink, and they are
not going to stink.
And they are not financially tied to him to a great extent. Just the draft capital they used on him, and he got injured.
He's going to be okay. He's going to be good.
It's
He's
a win.
Be solid.
This is a win now team, is it
so
not?
Silly.
You won 14 games last year.
Carson Wentz is not a win now quarterback.
Oh, and Sam Darnold is?
Apparently he won 14.
But we didn't think that this time last year.
Yes, we did. We said that on this show. Remember?
We were prognosticating. We were saying, what could Sam Darnold do to steal this job?
We remember when J.J. McCarthy went down with injury, you and I on this show said this could be good for the Vikings. Sam Darnold could be good in year one. This could be a 9 or 10 win team. We brought in Ahmad Hicks, who is a sports anchor in Minneapolis. You remember the show?
Yeah.
I could go back and pull the receipts. We called it. We were ahead of the curve, and now you're not even giving us any credit for that.
Come on. But if we were to place a bet slip on to make the playoffs,
14,
I don't think that we would have bet on the Vikings to make the playoffs.
We said 9 or 10 wins, though. We said those words. That's a playoff team in the NFC.
And now we're hearing about the organization protecting this guy, J.J. McCarthy, and handling him with kid gloves.
You should. And you're hearing that from one reporter, Diana Rossini.
I mean, she's plugged in more than I am.
All right, but she's the only one saying that.
Show me their conflicting report.
There's no other reports.
I guess that's what we have to work on then.
Oh, my gosh.
Next stop.
We are going to the Brick Boca Raton Innovation Campus because we are getting ready for the Chef's Tailgate.
Yes, right. That's right, we are. I can't wait for the great Chef's Tailgate, the Boca Raton Chef's Tailgate. Now, what I want to tell you about the Chef's Tailgate is this thing is going to be an absolute show that nobody is going to want to miss out on. I'm going to be on the microphone. And C-Cat, if you don't believe me, then pull up and see.
I know Duffy's going to be there.
Pull up and see. The annual Boca Raton Bowl, ABC Supply, and Duffy's does pull up as well. Great Chef's Tailgate Showcase. It's going to heat up on Wednesday, September 10th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. So join myself, the ESPN West Palm team, and some college football legends as we go to Brick, the Boca Raton Innovation Campus in Boca Raton, as dozens of local chefs and breweries and cocktail masters serve up their favorite tailgate classics. The tickets are on sale right now. Tickets on sale right now. They include all food samplings, entertainment, beer, wine, cocktails, soft drinks as well. Visit spiritofgivingnetwork.org/events. That is spiritofgivingnetwork.org/events to purchase your tickets today. On the other side, we continue with Theoretically Speaking's Motion Monday, and maybe, just maybe, we can settle this debate between whether or not Carson Wentz is going to be a thorn in the side of J.J. McCarthy's career. That's C-Cat. I'm Theo Dorsey. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3. Breaking news on ESPN 106.3 is brought to you by St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
This just in. We begin this hour with breaking news.
When news breaks, ESPN 106.3 has it covered.
We've had developments. ESPN 106.3 can now report.
When your vehicle breaks, St. Lucie Battery and Tire fixes it. Stay tuned to ESPN 106.3 for more breaking news. Brought to you by St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
A resort destination beyond compare, yet conveniently close to home. The Breakers Palm Beach offers everything you desire with the service you deserve in a breathtaking oceanfront setting. Immerse yourself in unparalleled seaside glamour and enjoy all the Breakers has to offer as you create lasting memories with those who matter most. The best part, you don't have to travel far to feel worlds away. Visit thebreakers.com or call 1-800-BREAKERS today.
What if every use of your debit card turns spare change into something meaningful, like growing your savings and supporting local community causes? With Flagler Credit Union's Impact Checking with Everyday Change, your spare change can have big impact. Each transaction can be rounded up to grow your savings and support nonprofits that provide meals, shelter, and essential services locally. Make an impact in your life and in your community. Open your Impact Checking account today. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic University Athletics.
Kaiser University's flagship campus. The 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees. Kaiser University also has an athletic program with 26 national championships, including back-to-back-to-back lacrosse titles, and they just won their first ever national championship for men's tennis. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest on the championship flagship campus of Kaiser University.
For the first time, you can stream all of ESPN all in one place. And guys, it's changed the game for me personally. All the best live sports, the most championship moments, studio shows, documentaries, and originals. Too many to even name them all. Plus, all these great new features like watching 4 games at once in multi-view. Your fantasy football team updates live in-game. SportsCenter, customized just for you. They thought of everything to make this the ultimate destination for fans. You got to check it out. Sign up for the all-new ESPN app, like right now.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or bradleyair.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Kaiser University's flagship campus. The 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees. Kaiser University also has an athletic program with 26 national championships, including back-to-back-to-back lacrosse titles, and they just won their first ever national championship for men's tennis. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest on the championship flagship campus of Kaiser University.
Breaking news on ESPN 106.3 is brought to you by St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
This just in. We begin this hour with breaking news.
When news breaks, ESPN 106.3 has it covered.
We've had developments. ESPN 106.3 can now report.
When your vehicle breaks, St. Lucie Battery and Tire fixes it. Stay tuned to ESPN 106.3 for more breaking news. Brought to you by St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 106.3.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. It is a motion Monday. It is your boy Theo Dorsey. This is Theoretically Speaking, and we have entered the happy hour. C-Cat is on the other side of the glass, on the ones and the twos. Tina has made her way to the building, to the Evan Cohen studios. We literally had to drag her kicking and clawing out of a movie night. They were having movie night here at ESPN West Palm without us.
It's GKB week.
It is GKB week. Good Karma Brands is our parent company. And in celebration of GKB week, we were playing a screening, or actually not a screening, just playing the actual movie. We saw a screening like last year of Mel Karmazin, father of our CEO of Good Karma Brands, Craig Karmazin.
Yes.
And it's about a 2-hour movie on the making of Mel Karmazin.
Just about a 2-hour movie.
Yeah. And Tina was in movie night. there was popcorn in there.
Like in The Office when they're watching Varsity Blues. And then who comes? Someone comes important. It was either David Wallace or the boss at the time.
Yes. It's like, what the heck's going on? Or Jan, probably.
It was Jan.
It was Jan. And we had walked in there and we're like, okay, it's time for Tina. It's time for the happy hour. So Tina's clearly doing something really important. And we walk in and she's watching a movie, eating popcorn with her teammates out there. So
it looked so funny because we have a glass kind of like wall that is around our conference room, and all you see is you two walking. And I'm like the farthest two from the doors.
Yes.
And so to enter our conference room, and you just see you two just like standing at the door, and you look at me.
We're like,
like, come on, let's go.
Like when the principal calls you out of class. Like, and my thing is though, why would you put yourself in such a disadvantageous place?
You know you got to make a quick exit.
That was the last seat. So I was helping get the popcorn ready and everything. So I was one of the last teammates to get into the conference room. And that was the last spot available, was in that far corner facing the screen.
Whenever I go to, like I've gone on church tours before because I like when I go to a new city, I visit churches because I want to feel it out, see if I want to be there or not. But I'm not the type to sit through an entire church service. If I don't like it, I'll get up and leave mid-sentence.
Yeah.
I always make sure I get a seat where I'm on the aisle.
Mm-hmm.
So that way it's an easy exit.
I couldn't have been farthest from the aisle.
Yes, you were at the worst spot. And again, it's no disrespect to certain churches. Just like, I'm not, you ain't gonna keep me for 2 hours if I ain't feeling it. 15 minutes in, I can tell. I'm like, I don't know. Y'all ain't cooking like I want y'all to cook it. I'm out of here. I'm out of here, bucko. It's the happy hour. Tina's in the house. It is a football week. We are going to get into a new segment with Tina, but before we do, we got to get some drinks in our hand, man. Cocktail of the day, cocktail season. Tina's serving it up the Tina way. And what are we serving up today?
Today is National Banana Split Day.
Okay.
Most overrepresented ice cream in the history of film.
Yeah, because you don't see it in real life. Nobody orders a banana split in real life.
It's all for show.
It's all marketing. Have you ever had a banana split?
Yes.
Have you ever had a banana split?
Maybe once at Friendly's.
I can't recall ever getting a banana split. It's a very messy treat.
It's unnecessary.
It's ridiculous.
I think it's also something you can make at home. Like it's an easy at home.
Oh, imagine
and
cracking
fun.
open 2 bananas and then, no, you're not doing that.
I love bananas.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, but banana splits?
Yes. Ice cream, banana split, some chocolate
You know what would make this ice
fudge.
cream better? If I just dump some banana on it.
My go-to milkshake is chocolate banana milkshakes.
Well, that sounds good.
Yeah,
yes.
it's a milkshake.
You blend it together.
Yeah, it's really easy to consume. Banana splits are ridiculous.
Making your own sundae at home is a little bit ridiculous.
That
Grow
is
up.
too.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
It better be like a party. Y'all better be doing a Sunday party. Then I can like at least say, oh, it was cute. It was themed. You can take a picture of all the different sundaes.
No.
If you're sitting there at home by yourself making ice cream sundaes and banana splits.
Unless you have kids. Oh,
Yes.
my gosh.
I think it's more of a kids thing. Like it's fun to make it with your kids.
Imagine
You don't
being a-
have kids.
I wouldn't know that, but I'm assuming.
Yeah, like what the hell are you talking about? It's
I'm
fun to make it with your kids,
being a-
Tina.
I'm assuming.
a mid-20s guy answering the door, and he's just got a
God.
bowl of ice cream with fudge on it. Like, dude,
I
get a
don't-
hold of yourself.
Honestly, I think that would have to end that friendship. If I caught one of my buddies mid banana split by himself.
He's probably sitting on his couch like crisscross applesauce.
Oh my God. You've ruined this relationship for us. I can't never take you seriously. You're always gonna be banana split guy to me now.
Yeah, so happy banana split day.
Yeah, I'm sorry. To anybody that loves banana splits, it's your day.
One thing before getting into our cocktail of the day.
Yeah.
I've been seeing on Instagram, they're called pint parties, where everyone brings their own ice cream pint. So your favorite flavor of like an ice cream pint, and then everyone will kind of bring their own favorite flavor, and then you can kind of mix your ice cream bowl with whatever you want. So you could have like a cookie dough, maybe you have
But
like
what if I just
brownie.
what if I want my cookie dough?
Well, then maybe
Yeah, they
can
craft
be
these flavors for a
selfish
reason. There's very
and
professional people that do it.
Bring 2 pints, and you could just eat your
Eat my
cookie dough
own.
one for yourself, but provide some cookie dough for your friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I would hate to come to a place like with my favorite ice cream pint and everybody brings theirs and then somebody comes through with banana split and crap and I'm like, what the hell is that? I don't want to put that in my bowl. Now I got to get some banana split and my cookie dough is going to ruin the whole flavor.
Well, say you have 10
Flavor
friends
profile.
and everyone brings 10 different ice cream flavors. So you're just kind of mixed in different things.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right, you're not going to have any pint parties. Noted.
We're going to have a wig party. All right, cocktail of the day.
am.
Cocktail of the day.
Cocktail of the day, the banana split martini.
Okay.
If you think that making banana splits are complicated, making this cocktail is quite complicated. You've got half of a banana, caramel vodka, banana liqueur, strawberry liqueur, heavy cream, and then some banana and strawberry slices to garnish.
Banana liqueur is really good.
I bet.
I've never had it.
Oh, it's delicious. You just take it straight. You don't need to make a banana split cocktail of the day in order to enjoy it.
Liqueur?
Yes.
Banana
you don't
liqueur
drink liqueur
on
straight.
rocks.
Oh, yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you have like a little bit of a whiskey shooter type glass, and you just have it
Why would
chilled.
you-
And it's delicious.
Liqueurs are made for cocktails. They're not meant to be just, you're drinking Aperol as well?
No, I guess not.
Yeah. Stop doing that.
I'm thinking of the dessert liqueurs that I would get from the big jumbo liquor store.
Okay.
And there would be an aisle that was just dessert stuff. And there was this company that had a bunch of cookie dough. Cookies and cream.
Yeah.
And they would just be dessert liqueurs that you would have straight, and they were delicious. I'm going to bring some into work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not drinking any of it because I'm not allowed to. They don't let me. They said they don't. 401, I'll try some of the dessert liqueur.
No, how about you pour some in your mouth?
Ooh.
And then you spit it out.
No.
You don't ingest it.
Like Bill Clinton? Like I didn't inhale?
Yeah, I think that would be a loophole that you could work to your advantage.
You know what? Let's try it out. But then some of that alcohol still kind of lingers in your mouth and it goes down a little bit, you know?
No, I'll have some paper towels.
You'll just wipe it out?
Exactly. Yeah, I'll take care of that for you. Don't worry.
No, actually, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, you said me, so
I'll do
it.
No, I'll do it myself. The cocktail of the day presented to us by Duffy Sports Grill.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the thing about it is, if you ordered this martini at Duffy Sports Grill, not only do I'm not sure if they're going to have the fresh bananas to make it shake, but if you do force them to make it once, I would say on your second 2-for-1, just keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? Like 2-for-1 drinks, sure. But if they make a banana split martini for you, just on the second one, just Jack and Coke it. Duffy Sports Grill is not just about 2-for-1 drinks. It's also about fantasy football drafting season. And a great fantasy football season starts with a great fantasy football draft party. No one does fantasy football like a Duffy Sports Grill. They've got private party spaces available for you and your friends to hold your draft with Duffy's award-winning burgers, wings, and the 2-for-1 drinks. You're taking your fantasy football draft to the next level. You will be the MVP of your draft despite who you reached for in the third round. Plus, you got free Wi-Fi, over 80 televisions at every Duffy Sports Grill, so you can book your draft party right now at duffysmvp.com. That's duffysmvp.com. Duffy Sports Grill. Eat, drink, draft.
Dude, I am hitting the books so hard for my fantasy draft coming up next week.
Yeah. You've been doing the mocks.
I've been doing the mocks. I'm going to print something out and have an actual highlighter and have notes for myself. I might be trading draft picks around. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I am very, very, very excited in the league that we are in, that I am the commissioner of.
Keeper League.
Last year's loser is about to wrap up his punishment.
Yep, which would be like the opposite of a punishment for Tina.
Yes, and Tina, have we talked about you with this?
We have.
The loser of the league, 58 hot dogs in 1 week.
Yeah, isn't his week coming to an end?
Yes,
How much time he got?
6 more to go, and he's got about 36 hours.
Okay,
that's not bad.
6 and 36 hours? Yeah, you could bang one out every 6 hours.
I guess it's not that bad, but try to say it's not that bad when you have eaten 50 hot dogs and someone asks you to eat 6 more.
Yeah, how's he doing?
Not good.
He's not good.
No.
The updates have been kind of crazy.
I might be taking many years off his life because he was last year's fantasy football league loser.
Yeah.
But I think
But now he's
I'm
going to
not
have probably a
culpable.
great season, right? Because he's going to have...
inspired?
Yeah.
He might be.
He's inspired, and he did get draft picks for
Yes.
it. Like, he tanked at the end. So he knew that was a possibility, and he happened to be the one suffering the punishment.
I'm such a coward because in one of my Dynasty Fantasy Football leagues, for that reason, I only tanked slightly.
Right.
Like I had an opportunity to get the number 1 pick, but I didn't want to do the punishment, so I got the number 3 pick.
Okay.
I just won one extra game so I wouldn't have to,
My girlfriend, Dion, is also in the league, and she is in the same situation. She is never going to tank to the extent of risking being last.
No. I'll just draft better, you know? I'll just get me near the top and I'll draft better. I'm not trying to do any punishments because of my inability. There's one Dynasty League I joined this year, actually, that does not have a last place punishment, and I am going to tank in that one and get the first pick.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like in order to maintain the integrity of the league, there needs to be the opposite of an incentive, a literal punishment for someone who doesn't do good. In real life, in real sports, the punishment for being bad is losing income and revenue because no one wants to go to your football games. In fantasy football, there's no way to replicate that apart from inflicting bodily harm to the loser.
Yeah. And you're doing that to Buddy. He's going to lose at least 3 months of his life. That's not your problem, though. That's his future wife's problem.
Yeah, I just saw him just throw different condiments on there to try to change it up a little bit, but
dress it up.
You can't put lipstick on a pig when it comes to hot dogs. Like, Hot dog number 47.
Yeah.
Even if you put sriracha mayo on it instead of ketchup or mustard, it still is a hot dog that you do not want to eat.
I'll tell you one thing. You don't want to be him. You also don't want to be the person that has to clean his bathroom next week or this week, which is probably him as well.
Yeah. Tough.
And yeah, he's going through it, but so is his plumbing.
Oh. If you have problems with your plumbing, we have just the guy is plural.
Guys and maybe gals. I haven't vetted the whole team. I'm sure there's probably some too as well. EDS, air conditioning and plumbing.
This was not our finest transition.
Yeah, it's not.
This is one that we won't try to replicate.
No, we won't. We just got right into it though. Because as his plumbing goes haywire, the team at EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing can get it back on sync. EDSisyes.com. It's not just air conditioning. I talk about air conditioning all the time because that is the biggest issue with a lot of South Floridians with the kind of heat that we severely suffer through the summer. with C-Cat saying that.
Okay.
And that was the third bean. Very matter of factually. And that was the third bean.
So
that was good.
What do we think about the segment?
I like it.
Let's on-air air check right now.
No. How about we? Oh no, that was an exact. That was Russo and Rizzo trying to take over.
See, sounds
Get the hell out of here.
Sounded like my mistake, but it wasn't.
It was me. You wanted to clear that up. That was a Theo Dorsey production.
When audio leaks into the show and it sounds like I'm hitting buttons that I shouldn't.
Yes,
it is not me.
It wasn't you. That was me. I had a little too much motion on this Motion Monday. My fingers moving around, and that's the issue. When you try to move on your own and you don't leave it to the pros, you can end up in a sticky situation like I just did. That's why when you're actually trying to move, relocate, you need to go with professionals like Safebound Moving and Storage. You are safe with Safebound, South Florida's most trusted moving company. They even have Safebound Luxury these days, if you like a little bit more of the lavish life. They have an expert team in art handling, special event moving, luxury retail, high-end residential. Safebound's luxury services also have you covered. You know, they have my sister covered. My sister was living in South Florida. She needed to get to Georgia. I said, hey, Safebound Moving and Storage. Check them out. Give them a call. She got locked in. They got her to Georgia in one piece. She didn't have to lift a finger outside of picking up her phone and dialing up the number. And that's why Safebound is good, because the professionals got you covered. They're handling it the right way. Whether you're moving out of Florida, to Florida, or within the state lines, Safebound Moving and Storage has a team of trained experts. They are family-owned and based right here in West Palm Beach, and they serve all of Florida, and they have you covered. You are safe with Safebound. Safebound Moving and Storage, getting you right like they always do. On the other side, we continue with the happy hour. We will have our air check. We will decide whether or not we're keeping the Espresso Martinez 3 beans in the break.
Three beans with Espresso Martino.
Yes, and that was your third bean. We're going to figure out if we like it or not. Through the break, we'll give you the answer on the other side. That is Tina. That is C-Cat. It's your boy Theo Dorsey. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath, proudly representing the residents of South Florida since 1985, and proud supporter of Inter Miami on ESPN West Palm. Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath has attorneys across South Florida ready to fight for your rights. They've recovered billions for their clients, and you won't pay anything unless you win your case. If you have been injured, call the attorneys at Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath, 561-867-4117, or online at foryourrights.com. Main office in West Palm Beach.
Elevate your drive with the new 2026 Range Rover Velar P250S, where sleek design meets powerful performance. Lease it today for just $749 a month for 36 months, with $6,995 due at signing. This is your chance to command the road in signature Range Rover style. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and make sophistication yours. Land Rover, above and beyond.
It's Theo Dorsey, and I'm feeling hot, hot, hot. Temperatures are up, but your water shouldn't be full of mystery floaties. Culligan's got your back with water testing and reverse osmosis systems to keep things clean, cool, and crisp this summer. And get this, you can try it for just $10 a month. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and stop drinking who knows what. Visit Culligan.com today to schedule your free water test.
Hey, Culligan man!
Kaiser University's flagship campus. The 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees. Kaiser University also has an athletic program with 26 national championships, including back-to-back-to-back lacrosse titles, and they just won their first ever national championship for men's tennis. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest on the championship flagship campus of Kaiser University.
Mondays just got better for the men of Palm Beach County. Unlimited Auto Wash is offering $5 off any wash every Monday at all 6 convenient locations. Men's Monday at Unlimited Auto Wash. Don't miss it.
ESPN West Palm is on the move. Brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, the most trusted moving company in Florida. You're safe with Safebound.
ESPN 106.3 is your home for live sports presented by Hard Rock Bet, home of Inter Miami, Miami Heat, and the Miami Dolphins. Catch all the action and the biggest matchups throughout the week right here on ESPN 106.3. Hard Rock Bet, it's Florida's official sports book. Try Hard Rock Bet now and receive up to $100 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida, must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. Wager terms and conditions apply. Considered by gambling. Call 1-888-ADMIT.
It's the summer sale. Ford Groom.
Sam, 30 seconds on the clock. The Ford Summer Sales Event.
Great time to buy.
Correct. What do we have amazing deals on this summer?
Ford trucks and SUVs.
Is Ford America's all-time best-selling auto brand?
Let me think. Yeah, it is.
3 for 3.
What do I win?
You get to work at the Ford Summer Sales Event.
Amazing. I think I was going to do that anyway.
You betcha.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Breaking news on ESPN 106.3 is brought to you by St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
This just in. We begin this hour with breaking news.
When news breaks, ESPN 106.3 has it covered.
We've had developments. ESPN 106.3 can now report.
When your vehicle breaks, St. Lucie Battery and Tire fixes it. Stay tuned to ESPN 106.3 for more breaking news. Brought to you by St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
F45 training in downtown West Palm and Wellington offers functional group fitness classes reimagined. F45 features high-intensity group-style workouts that are fast, fun, and results-driven. They always have the right workout for you. The best part is, it takes just 45 minutes. If you're looking to train for something like High Rocks, F45 has you covered with tailored workouts. Get started today with a promo of your first 3 classes for just $30. Visit F45training.com to find a studio near you and officially join the F45 family. F45, team training, life-changing.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
We have an update on the real Death Valley between Clemson and LSU. First off, I got a note from a man who knows well because he did a lot of sports coverage in Louisiana for about 6-7 years. Shane, WPBF's very own, Channel 25, Shane Wright. Shane Wright comments in.
Me.
Because y'all know him.
Okay.
Who does he look like?
Morris Chestnut.
Yes, Morris Chestnut. Shane Wright, who you know here locally in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast. Looks like Morris Chestnut reports the sporting news. He says nobody outside of Clemson calls their stadium Death Valley, while everybody calls LSU Stadium Death Valley. LSU has the real Death Valley. So calling Clemson Death Valley Jr. then is not that much of a diss. But then, C-Cat, I looked it up to see who was first to claim their stadium as Death Valley, and apparently in the 1940s, Clemson took the term because they beat up on Presbyterian College so bad that the coach referred to playing there as Death Valley. LSU earned the name only after the 1959 Sugar Bowl, so about 15 years later, LSU gained the moniker Death Valley after LSU defeated Clemson in the 59 Sugar Bowl. So
nice.
I don't understand. Actually, that doesn't really give me much context. Well, maybe that
if
was
I said Death Valley
yeah,
right now.
LSU,
LSU
every time.
Yeah, probably me too.
But I don't discredit Clemson people for calling it Death Valley, and they do call it Death Valley, and I consider it Death Valley as well. I just don't think of it first. It's like when somebody says USC.
No.
I know.
They don't call South Carolina USC.
Yes, they do.
Who's they? South Carolina might call South Carolina USC?
South Carolina and people in that general area will call it USC. I'm telling you because I was a sports anchor in North Carolina for about a year. I know a lot of folks on and along the East Coast. I went to college in Hampton, Virginia. I was close enough to it. People will say USC, and I will have to pump the brakes. I say, which one? And a lot of people would say the Gamecocks. And it is factually incorrect.
It's not a fair example, though.
It
because
is.
It's regionally. Like in South Carolina, they will call USC because they're
Even
comparing
outside
it
of it,
to
though.
maybe a community college or Clemson. That's USC for them.
It happens more than you think.
Outside of the state of South Carolina or North Carolina, no way.
It happens more than you think, but that's enough. I mean, honestly, that's enough. People will say people that went to South Carolina that like you meet today out here will say, I went to USC.
What do they call South Carolina State?
SC State.
SC State.
Yeah.
Okay.
People don't talk about South Carolina State often, though.
All right.
It's like a school in the MEAC. It's HBCU. Doesn't have a big football program. You're not like referring to that often.
But I don't think anyone outside the Carolinas calls.
They do. I'm not even, again, I'm not on this side of the 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. That's the Baptist Health Hotline. If I'm wrong, call in and lay down the law. Maybe you're from the area. Maybe you have a very inclined knowledge about the SEC. I've encountered it one too many times to not know that it's an issue. South Carolina folks and people sometimes that are near and around it, or maybe even SEC, they will say USC for South Carolina when there is only one USC.
Now, Tina, who is the first college team that, if I say the Tigers, who are you thinking of if you were to think about it for a second?
LSU.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an important answer.
Yeah, Clemson's getting their ass kicked in this battle here. Death Valley and the Tigers goes to LSU.
Isn't Auburn the Tigers?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought of them second.
Auburn's annoying because
Clemson's not getting no love.
That's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, you talking about the whole War Eagle thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of whack. That's kind of whack to me.
It's cool. Like, it's a cool pregame thing.
Yeah, it's just whack to me because it's like, y'all can't be War Eagle and y'all are Eagles and the Tigers now.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
those
two
are
animals.
two most common animal mascots ever.
And then there's not a lot of bears in college. The Golden Bears.
Golden Bears.
Bears. Baylor.
We'll sit here for a while.
Yeah, the Bears. I was going to say the Bears are also one of them, but you're right. Tigers and Eagles are fairly.
Wildcats. Come on, Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona's a very interesting state when it comes to wildlife, and you settled on Wildcats.
Come on, dude.
Your rivals, the Sun Devils. That's so badass.
Perfect. That is a great nickname for them.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone else in sports ever that's been named the Sun Devils. At the D1 college level and higher, there's the Blue Devils.
Yeah.
What's cool, I think Sun Devils, the color scheme's better for Arizona State than it is for Duke and the Blue Devils.
Yeah, Blue Devils whack. Blue Devils whack.
Because there's a lot of people with blue.
Yeah.
But how many people got yellow and maroon?
Sun Devils is hard. Yeah, is Texans lazy?
Yeah.
I think so too.
That's like Illini. I know that Illini are an actual, like, they did
fighting Illini.
Right. I don't know if that's like a profession or like.
It's a state. I thought there was a person that's from Illinois.
No. I thought
Illini.
that too until I went and visited Illinois.
Yeah.
And no, if you're from Illinois, you're an Illinoisian.
No, you're not. Because
you
that's not a
are.
word.
Yeah, you are.
No, you're not.
That's a big word for him now.
Absolutely not.
Someone from Illinois is called an Illinoisian.
Is that really it?
Yes.
Tina, can you back him up?
No, that sounds.
It sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, not even a word.
Yeah, it's not a word.
Illinoisan?
Illinoisan, maybe.
I am Illinoiser.
Illinois?
Maybe. But it's not Illini.
You can make up anything.
What's an Illini? Yeah, it's not just a person from Illinois, which I thought the same.
49ers. Come on, that's a good one. 76ers. Those are good.
Oh, okay. Illini is something with a Native American group, which, hey, why aren't their feet held with the fire?
I don't know. Now we got to go get them. Now we got to go figure that out. Illinois, the Illini, at least it's specific. Houston Texans, because also they're not even the first Texans.
There was a team that was the Texans before them?
The Chiefs. The Chiefs were the Dallas Texans.
Whoa.
Yeah. They're not even the first Texans, and they pop up and they want to be the Houston Texans.
I don't like any baseball team with the socks. That seems silly to me.
Yeah.
Like, our mascot is a sock.
Are the
article of clothing.
The Red Sox, though. See, but they don't do CKS. I thought they do X for a reason.
They do, but I mean, their logo still
It's a red sock.
It is a sock. Are any of the Sox teams logos not like the?
There was the Black
White
Sox. There is the White Sox. The White Sox logo. I think
not really a sock.
There might be alternates that have the pair of white socks, but they don't lean into it as heavily as the Red Sox do.
Yeah, Red Sox literally are all about the socks.
Sock.
It's very sock centric with them.
There are Blue Sox, like minor league teams that go by the Blue Sox.
Yeah, it's kind of whack, though. It's kind of whack.
Yeah.
It's kind of lazy.
I like
traditional.
Yeah. And there's also a lot of cool animals out there that are not the mascot for anything. Like, Florida did it right with the Gators. That's a cool animal, an intimidating animal, but there's only one gator. Right? I don't think there's any other gators in sports, in pro sports,
Are you serious?
or in college. Right? Like, reptiles in general could fill up an entire league because of how many cool reptiles there are.
Wow. I didn't think about that. There's no other gators.
The closest you get is a raptor. With the Toronto Raptors. And that's just a reptile descendant.
The
ancestor of a crocodile.
I don't think raptors.
I don't think there's any crocodiles.
I'm not. Okay, I don't think there. Yeah, there's crocodiles. There's a crocodiles team.
There is a semi-pro basketball team.
Oh, wow. There aren't any crocodiles.
Starts with the town.
Cologne Crocodiles.
Clewiston, I think, has a semi-pro basketball team called the Clewiston Crocs.
The Crocodile.
That's pretty cool.
Wait,
why? Crocodiles is plural.
I don't know why. I'm just giving you the stats.
That kind of pissed me off.
Why are there no gators? Do you think the Gators have like some kind of trademark on gator?
Oh.
You just can't even compare.
How about a freaking hippopotamus? That's an incredible, dangerous, scary. There's not enough sharks out there either. NSU is the Sharks. But how many other sharks are there?
There's a lot of sharks. There's literally a professional hockey team.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
Forgot about them.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people do.
But there should be more sharks than wildcats.
Why are there so many wildcats? I don't even know what a wildcat is. I've never experienced a wildcat. Are we talking about just stray cats? Are they the stray cats, but they call it wild because it sounds cooler? Or is there like an actual animal out there that's called a wildcat that we're supposed to be seeing in the general public? I've never seen a wildcat.
Yeah, it might be a grouping together. All right, there are wildcats, and they're native to Eurasia and Africa.
Yeah, so what are we doing?
That's crazy. It's a good point.
Gators, you're right. You're right to say that. I'm looking it up. I don't see any other gators but the Florida Gators.
There should be frogs. How many frogs are there that are the teams? Only the Boston Common Ball Frogs in TGL.
Yeah, but
has
frogs
taken
are
frogs.
TCU.
Frogs. Oh, yeah, the horned frogs though. They're the horned frogs.
Thank you, Tina.
Thank you. That was Tina.
Frog.
You said that's what I'm saying. You're right. We appreciate that was good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
Chameleon would be cool. The merchandise would be ridiculous. Leopards?
Leopards.
Where are there leopards out there? Cheetahs? There needs to be a cheetah for a pro sports team. In Nashville, when you get a baseball team, I'm looking at you. The Nashville Cheetahs. There are more snacks. The mascot is a cheetah. Then there are sports teams, even though the cheetah is the fastest mammal in the world. And you know what's important in sports is to be fast.
That's true. Mm-hmm. I wonder who's naming these teams. There's a new school coming about, a new high school in this area soon. I believe it's going to be called Riviera Beach High School.
Yeah.
And it's not coming around until around 2030. I hope I'm not divulging any information that I was told in confidence that is not public or not, because I literally heard this from a certain person.
Toothpaste it's out of the tube now.
Yeah, it's over with now. Riviera Beach High School coming around 2030. I'm sure people know, but if they don't, breaking news, accidentally. Maybe we should petition to be able to name the mascot for said school.
All right. So what's your candidacy? Because I think I found mine. And
Gators?
There's Palm Beach Gardens Gators.
The Gardens Gators. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. Sorry. Cheetahs.
I think cheetahs. Cheetahs is it.
I like it.
I guess
you want to put cheetahs?
You hope that organization never does cheat.
I know. That's the thing.
Because then you automatically are the cheaters.
Well, you can't put any Michigan men involved with Riviera Beach High School then, because then it would inevitably they cheat. That's just their thing. That's the one caveat. So we'll pitch them on cheetahs, and we'll make sure we check through the whole school board and the hierarchy, the principal, the AD, and nobody can be a Michigan man, and we'll be fine.
All right, so Benjamin Rush Elementary School.
They're the cheetahs?
They're the cheetahs.
Where are they at? What city is that?
We have one elementary school in the continental United States that has the mascot, the cheetah.
And then, you know what? It's elementary school. That doesn't count.
Benjamin.
Okay, here we go. Leo says, had no idea about Riviera Beach High School Hurricanes, and I'm not a Canes fan. Oh, he's saying that they should be the Hurricanes. Had no idea about Riviera Beach High. Well, that's news. Breaking news.
Bethlehem, Pennsylvania is where Benjamin Rush Elementary School, and they are the cheetahs. They're the only cheetah in the.
Yeah, but we could short them. You know, like we could find a way to go into we can get their budget.
Think about
wrangle them out.
The merchandise, how cool cheetah print is.
Yes.
The
I don't know,
uniforms. Think about the Jaguars, just better.
Cheetah's kind of like cheetah print is kind of like it's a little feminine. I think I like the cheetah girls. You know,
the cheetah girls on Disney.
Yeah,
Raven Simone.
Yes,
I guess so.
I mean, that's what if cheetah print. Maybe like a little dabble of cheetah print, like a little accent of cheetah print, but you don't want to go full cheetah print. That would be a little.
Half the people in school are women. Half the athletes
girls,
of the school will. Okay, yeah. Girls. It would be feminine. It kind of makes sense.
You know what makes sense to me?
What?
Saving the arts, keeping the arts alive. Because for more than 40 years, Bob Carter's Actors Rep has been a creative home for bold storytelling, transformative arts, education, and local talent right in West Palm Beach, in downtown West Palm. It's right there. But now this beloved nonprofit theater is in urgent need of your help. We're raising $40,000 to keep the stage alive, and every dollar counts. Donate at GoFundMe.com/SaveActorsRep and help us keep the curtain rising for generations to come. Let's keep the arts alive together. GoFundMe.com/SaveActorsRep. Stick around. More Motion Monday on Theoretically Speaking on the other side.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 1063.
Hi, I'm Scott Smith with Smith Ball Baez and Prather, Florida Injury Lawyers. As you have likely seen and heard, law firm advertising is at an all-time high. Attorney ads seem to be part of every radio and TV commercial segment. Some firms are even using paid actors and actresses to speak for them. At Smith Ball Baez and Prather, we know that the decision to hire a law firm should never be based on advertisements alone. It is our past results and many positive 5-star reviews that we encourage you to read at smithball.com to learn more about our law firm. We have board-certified lawyers. We have lawyers listed in the best lawyers in America and in super lawyers. But most importantly, we have experienced lawyers located right here in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast that are ready to be your advocate and your voice, and fully prepared to start fighting for your legal rights today. Our purpose, legal power. Our mission, huge results. If you've been injured, the lawyers at Smith Ball Baez and Prather will help. Call us at 500-HELP, 500-HELP. With Smith Ball Baez and Prather, help is just a local phone call away. Offices Palm Beach Gardens, Boca Raton, and Port St. Lucie.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Okay, pause. Literally stop your morning and pay attention, because breakfast at McDonald's is popping off with deals. Right now, get a sausage McMuffin with egg for only $3. Or, brace yourself, grab a full breakfast combo in the app for just $5.49. That's hash browns, a drink, the whole delicious situation. So slide through the drive-thru, fuel up for the day, and get with it. McDonald's breakfast. It's fast, it's tasty, it's happening. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Back to school got you tight on cash? McDonald's under $4 McValue menu comes through. Pick from your favorites like a rich caramel frappe or chocolatey mocha frappe. All small frappes are just $3.50. Or grab the iconic snack wrap for just $2.99. That's right, the snack wraps you love are back. Can we take a moment to celebrate the McDonald's under $4 McValue menu? There's something for every appetite, every vibe, and every kind of day. Mickey D's comes through. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
That's right, we live on YouTube. We are back at it again on Emotion Monday. We got a lot of motion here on Theoretically Speaking, and why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? Tina, why would we not have motion on Emotion Monday?
I don't know. It was a great Motion Monday.
Make sure you watch, or actually, you're going to listen back. Has some audio issues in the show. Listen to the debut of Three Beans with an Espresso Martina.
Three Beans with Espresso Martina, which was excellent. We're going to keep it. We're going to do it every Monday, every Motion Monday. CCAT, college football is already underway. The NFL kicks off in about 10 days. But there's one college football team in the area that kicks off this weekend on the road, and you're pretty tapped in with them.
If you were to bet on, with your buddies, on a team to win a national championship from Florida this football season, you would win some money because Kaiser has a good chance at this.
They're really good.
Kaiser starts their football season on August 30th on the road at Indiana Wesleyan, and then they have their first road game 2 weeks from then, September 13th, at home against Bethel. They're coming from Tennessee to get their butts kicked. Well, we're going to broadcast that game on ESPN 106.3, so you can listen to that there and watch it on the Kaiser Seahawks Sports Network. The Seahawks are all about championships, both on the field and in the classroom. 26 national championships, including the men's tennis team capturing their first ever NAIA title before last semester end, and the men's lacrosse team captured their third straight red banner last season as well. Kaiser captured its fifth Sun Conference Commissioner's Cup, going to the most successful athletic department in the conference. Get the latest on championship Kaiser Seahawk athletic programs at kuseahawks.com. I can't wait for Kaiser football season to start. You should join me there.
We will be in the house watching them on Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun. Randy makes a good point in our YouTube chat at ESPN West Palm. Cheetahs, great club in South Florida. Fun place for Randy. So I'm not mad at him for making that comment, but what I will say is we don't want that mascot to be affiliated with the other Cheetahs with our high school. Our high school is more about being fast.
Exactly.
Quick.
Like Tyreek Hill, nicknamed Cheetah.
Yeah. Tina, wig party.
Wig party this weekend.
We got 11 seconds. We'll get into this a later day.
Okay, we'll talk about the wig party tomorrow maybe. Go in love, go in peace, go enjoy. Russo and Rizzo's next on ESPN 106.3.
At St. Lucie Battery and Tire, batteries came before tires. We've been selling and servicing all types of batteries for over 50 years. So when you need a battery for nearly anything, we have it, as well as the fast professional installation you need. We carry premium batteries for all your needs: automotive, commercial, marine, RV, and specialty. We also offer delivery and on-site installation, serving our customers quality products